Alright, so I'm going to be talking about rumors, or more likely fan interpretations, of Ura Zelda, much like how I was doing for Ocarina of Time in the last time. Now, I would like to state beforehand that obviously all of the footage on this video is not actual footage of Ura Zelda. It's just a fan-made mod recreations, and I will be having links to all of the videos shown here in the description as this goes up. And they're all uploaded by the same person, aside from the scene with Zelda, not Zelda, Link and Sheik, excuse me for that, where that was a different video by a different person, and it's a really well done joke video because of the end. But despite that, it does a really great job of setting up the whole entire mysterious and wondrous tone when discussing Ura Zelda. And I know what some of you might be thinking, like in that video, Ura Zelda's Master Quest, and while yes, that's definitely true to some degree, it most likely became Master Quests. This video is more so to talk about what may have been planned, essentially, and more so just what fans were hoping for. But anyway, Ura Zelda was meant to be an expansion to Ocarina of Time, much like how updates or DLC be added now, or expansions back then would have been added sort of like Half-Life 1 with its other campaigns. But a bit more to that, mainly Ocarina, but just flipped up, upgraded, and more stuff added into it, like a plus version. And while there's some speculation to what was legitimately considered, such as being able to create your own maps through photo editors, like on the disk drive system, like it was meant to be on, or other stuff just such as revised dungeons, like what Master Quest ended up becoming, which is personally the least exciting thing which you could ask me. But like last video, I'm going to mention Dr. Lava again. He made a very good video on Ura Zelda and info on it. I highly suggest you check that out. But now talking about fan rumors or dreams or ideas about this that I really like is, I love the idea how people were thinking that it was going to solve a lot of beta mysteries in the game and bring back things such as the Unicorn Fountain, or, by extension, the Sword Beam, and maybe bringing in dungeons that seem like they were cut, such as the Wind and Ice Temples, which became the Forest and Water ones. And maybe even new dungeons, like having a proper light temple, or even sky temple, like what people were making up theories about, as seen in the last video. And another thing that I liked the idea of was that it was going to give closure to mysteries in the final game, such as the Running Man or unfreezing Source Domain. And I really loved the thought about having a complete expansion on Ocarina that just does all of that. Not Majora. Majora ended up becoming its own game, and while it does have some features that were planned for Ura Zelda, such as an active town citizen cycle, like the NPCs moving around and being more dynamic, there's just something about Ocarina of Time that just does more charm to me, and the idea of Ura Zelda has a lot of mystery, and that you could potentially just become this ultimate Link. And it would bring back lots of cut things, such as the different color tunics, like the yellow, white, and black ones, as discussed before in the previous video. And maybe even usable medallions, but while those kind of got replaced by the spells from the Great Fairies and Warping, the medallions could probably also offer other buffs, and I'd imagine you'd be facing more challenge, so you could upgrade Link a bit more and get stronger. It's unknown if heart pieces necessarily would be added further, and I doubt it, but either remove heart pieces or not have heart containers at the end of the dungeons, just have a different reward, such as upgraded medallions or such. After all, it says that they add their power to yours. But anyway, it's really fascinating to have these brand new mysterious areas to explore in Ocarina of Time, and a lot of fans were hoping that there would be new mysteries to discover, and this whole entire concept just has this whole entire unraveling mystery to it, and the fact that mods to try to restore it just never came true really helps add to it. I really wish that Miyamoto or just the rest of Nintendo would kind of help explain things a bit more, but that's kind of the sad truth to beta things, but even though people have not been able to find it in the past, there's still always hope that more can be done or found in the future. Even if Ura Zelda was always destined to be Master Quest, I still think that someday somebody could find the skill and time to accomplish what others have tried, but unfortunately had to stop at for supposed reasons I won't get into in this video. But modding for Zelda 64 is coming further and further along, such as with the randomizer, and even recently there was a new one added in that's even compatible on the disk drive itself if you have one. That's supposed to link Ocarina to Majora and fill in the gaps in between those. So while Ura Zelda may be Master Quest, or just this big unsolvable mystery in the air, the dreams and interpretations that the fans have will never die, and someday that could be even made a reality by anyone. But anyways, talking about all of these beta elements and mysteries and such, and having the ultimate Ocarina of Time game, it does really excite me and fill me with hope and even some despair that can never happen. But that contradicts what I just said, so I'll leave it to that. And that leaves off basically what I want to talk about in this series, just to wrap up and add a little extra bit to the last video, kind of much like what Ura itself was going to do. That was unintentional. But things, and tell me what you guys think about Ura Zelda and what that could have been, or what you think it ended up becoming. And that does it for now, but I'm going to talk about more little weird obscurities and beta things and just other odd bits. Maybe not necessarily rumors, but things like that in other games. Like next up, I have a video planned for Melee that's sort of like this. So thank you and bye.